All right, everybody, welcome back to Everyday Whiskey. I'm Mike.
And I'm Dan. And this week, we actually did a poll on Instagram whether we wanted to do a Twisted Tea whiskey review or the Wilderness Trail Vertical. Mm-hmm. Wilderness Trail Vertical won with 62% of the vote, so that's what we're doing. We might be filming the Twisted Tea whiskey review as well. We couldn't pick one, so we just did both. Yeah. So either way, so we're doing Wilderness Trail. These are like... I fucking lost my thought. So Wilderness Trail is an up-and-coming Kentucky distillery. They have over 250,000 barrels on location right now. I forgot what the term for it is, but once you pass 250,000 barrels, you're considered something.
Wait, 250,000 barrels?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
That's a lot of friggin' barrels.
I don't know how many rick houses that means, but that's a shitload. So, but right now, what we have in front of us, I've had this bottle for about a year. This is actually a store pick from one of our local stores. Mm-hmm. Not mine, unfortunately, but I was just happy to see it. So this is an 8-year wheated single barrel. So it's 64% corn, 24% wheat, which is one of the highest wheat counts in any Kentucky bourbon being made currently on the market, and 12% malted barley. The malted barley is very important in that mash bill because that's what creates this rich, nutty fruitiness you get that like Mike and I both love in our bourbons. Yeah. Then we're doing the small batch high rye. Which the weird thing about this one is it's a high rye, but it's the same exact mash bill as this. So I could not discern on the website what that meant. But this is a small batch. They use 18 barrel batches, and they release them out as bottle and bond. So everything that basically Wilderness Trail does is bottle and bonded. Yeah. So it's all 50% alcohol, 100 proof, basically. So without getting into all that, we're just going to kind of start drinking, I think.
Sounds good to me.
So it doesn't matter which one we do.
Yeah,
they're both the same proof. I just do the open one.
Go with this guy.
I'll pop this guy open. I didn't. Oh. So let's get into it. So I already rated this one on TikTok. It was actually our latest video I did. It was our Mother's Day video. Why I chose to do on Mother's Day, I could not tell you. So I gave that one an 8.1.
Okay.
So let's see. This is Mike's first time having this on camera.
Let's see. Ooh, very sweet.
The nose is great. It's like that caramel sweetness that you get from the. You could tell this is a wheated bourbon like before. This is very, I'll say it, very Weller-esque.
Definitely reminds me of Weller.
It's 8 years too, man. It's no slouch.
But it's just straightforward sweet nose. It's, a little bit of red fruits on there. A little fruity on the nose, but that's really it.
This one reminds me of one of my favorite bourbons too, and I'll tell you once you, I don't want to influence your decision.
Oh, it's kind of nutty, but I can't really get specific on it.
I get a boatload of cinnamon. I get the nuttiness. I get
a ton of cinnamon.
I get the nuttiness like from like a lowland scotch. It's like this like rich nuttiness.
Yeah, I just can't pinpoint like the nut. Like it's not hazelnut. It's not.
I don't know. Nuts in general.
Maybe kind of like cashewy because it's a little sweet. I haven't had
a cashew and I couldn't tell you how long. But either way, like it's a super complex palate. Like there's so much going on.
I like that. That's actually really nice.
Both of these are available in the New Jersey market.
Yep.
And both of them are $50.99.
I mean, and the sweetness makes sense because they use what they call a sweet mash.
They use it on both. It's so confusing because they use a sweet mash, but it's a high. I don't get this one. Yeah. But whatever.
You lost me when you said one's a high rye, one's not, but it's the same mash bill.
They're both high. Technically, they're both high rise, but either way. Yeah. So,
I like it. I think that's a fair score, 8.1.
All right, so 8.1.
Yeah, let's keep it at that.
Lock it in.
It's definitely not one of my favorites. It's definitely not one of my least favorites. No, I don't know. It's just something that like I could tolerate a glass or two, but that might be about it. Like, okay, move on. I don't know. It's just. It's
not bad, but it's not the
product.
Best. Yeah.
I just don't think it deserves as low as a 7. Yeah. Or like in the 7. I don't know why. It's like I have like a love-hate for it right now, and I don't know why.
I really like it. I think it's one of those things where it's like you can't sit back and drink this all night.
No.
But it's got good flavor to it. It's really well made.
It is,
and you can tell that the people making this really do care.
Yeah. No, definitely.
All right, so 8.1 on the 8-year single barrel.
Let's stick with the 8.1.
Sweet mash, whatever you want to call it.
High rise, sweet mash, whatever.
All right, so now this is the small batch. This just got onto the New Jersey markets.
I'm really interested to see how these
about
compare.
2 weeks ago. So we had. This is why we're doing this, because the distributor called Fedway in the state is now mass distributing this, and I brought this in the store because I like Wilderness Trail, and I like selling stuff that I personally like drinking. It makes it a lot easier. And I actually wound up selling 2 bottles of each of these without hand selling it, and it just people asked for it. So it's obviously got some pull going for it.
Yeah, especially in our town.
And there's no marketing. There's no POS means point of sale.
Yeah.
It's like if you ever see like tags hanging down from the edge of a shelf with information, that's POS.
Yeah, shelf talkers.
There's nothing going for this besides online marketing. So it's actually really cool to see it doing kind of well. So
yeah, and we're in like a little small town. I mean, it's not like we're in like a I don't know, like a big metropolitan city where like word of mouth would spread a lot faster.
And there's not a lot of foot traffic too.
Yeah, no, this is like so that's kind of crazy that it's being asked for and being sold.
This nose is completely different.
Yeah, see, this is I don't understand.
This is classic bourbon though. This nose.
This has a lot more. Yeah.
This has way more corn sweetness. I would say immediately.
You know, it's really ironic that we were tossed between this and sweet tea because I'm getting a lot of tea notes off of this bourbon.
Black tea, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get herbal, like, black tea notes.
Other than that, it's kind of faint.
There is that bit of nuttiness on the nose that you got on the palate on this, though. That I don't know what cashew tastes like, but if you're saying cashew, I would say that cashews
are a little bit sweeter nut. Yeah. I just got it.
Macadamia, does that make sense?
You know what? You might be a little bit more accurate.
I don't even know what macadamia nuts. I
know what they taste like. You might be a little more accurate with macadamia.
Oh, there's actually, if you keep going, there's a little bit of licorice, like red licorice.
It's so much lighter, though.
But even the color, you can tell there's a difference.
I'm having a lot harder time nosing this one than I am this one.
I actually like the nose in this one better.
I do, too. It's a little cleaner.
Right, so let's go. That's cool. It's totally different. This is way more fruit bomb. Way more of a fruit bomb. I would say cherries.
Very much cherry.
Not maraschino cherry.
No.
Like the raw cherries of the pit that everybody hates. But
very much cherry. Still that cinnamon note. There's still a very prominent cinnamon note in there.
This is like a way better version of this, I think, though.
It is.
Because it's just like where this started going way too far on the spectrum of sweetness and spice, this is like kind of dialed everything in and locked it in a little bit. And there's no, I hate using this term, but it really is. It's a smooth bourbon, man. And again, I'm saying these are both $50 a bottle. They drink, both of them drink above their weight class.
Tickles your tongue a little bit, but
a little bit at the back, at the very, very back. Nothing crazy though.
It's got a nice finish, spicy, fruity.
Kind of touches all the bases as far as like bourbon notes go.
I would kind of say it's like the cherry and then a little bit of like those dried fruits like raisin, date, stuff like that. Yeah. It's really nice. I like it a lot.
It's really, really nice, man. I think the small batch maybe does a better job of like reining in some of the flavoring.
100%.
Again, bottle and bond too, so like proofs are the same. So as far as like that goes, like that's not a factor in.
I could see why people are asking for this though. This is a solid bottle.
No, it's really good, dude, and it's a cool looking bottle too. Like that's a good looking bottle for the shelf.
I like their bottles. They remind me of amaretto bottles, but thicker.
It's actually it's a very ergonomic bottle.
I really like these bottles a lot.
So I don't think it's that much. That it's definitely better than this.
It's 100%.
But it's not overwhelmingly better.
No, you want me to give you mine?
Yeah, go.
8.6.
I was gonna go 8.4, like 8.5.
8.5.
8.5 out of 10. Yep. So, if you're I would say buy both personally.
I would too. I mean,
you gotta experience both.
I mean, I guess. Well, this was a store pick, right?
Yeah, but they've released this too.
But they do yeah. So I mean, yeah, I'd say buy them both. I'd be willing to try anything else they
have a rye that I haven't gotten yet.
Dark green label, right? As always. I think I've seen it. I just never bought it.
The rye is 56% rye.
Wow, but that's a high rye.
I don't know the rest of the mash bill. I just like the I don't know what kind of malted barley they're using.
Yeah,
but that barley is doing so much work for these pallets. That 12% is doing so much work for the palate on these.
It is.
As far as that fruit tone is amazing on both of them.
I like these.
So
they're very good. Solid scores. 8-1, 8-5. You can't really get. I mean, you can get better, but not really. That's better. Pretty. That's good. I mean, our 9s and our 8-8s and higher, those are really rare.
Yeah. No, seriously, that's probably 5% of what we drink is in that.
And I don't mean rare as in the bottles are rare. It's just rare. It's a rare score. Mm-hmm. I mean, you really got to be impressive to get that high.
So Wilderness Trail High Rye. Small batch, won the day at 8.5.
I like it.
So if you guys are at your local liquor store and you're looking for a bourbon that something different that you haven't had yet, grab some Wilderness Trail. Definitely won't regret it.
No, it's a solid pickup, and for $50, you got yourself a deal.
Yep. So if you made it this far, as we say every week, please do one of 3 things. Please like the video as soon as you click on the link to watch our video. Number 2, please subscribe to the channel. It helps out more than you know.
Yep.
And number 3, please comment. Please comment on the video. Any information you'd like to add. Like I said, Mike and I are kind of novices when it comes to the Wilderness Trail brand. Mm-hmm. We kind of just touched on the stuff you can read off the website, to be honest.
Yep.
So if there's anything that we don't know, please comment. We'd love to learn. So everybody, cheers. Drink responsibly.